Hi everyone, welcome back to class. So our previous class, I taught you we treated how to measure accurate body measurement. So this class, I'll be teaching you how to make the pattern of the measurement you took the previous time. So sit back and watch how to make a pattern paper, how to draft the measurement into a pattern paper before drafting into the fabric. So this class is not only meant for beginners, it's also meant for soulmates, for tailors who have been sewing for a while now and they are not into pattern making. So this class will be also good for them. They can sit and watch how to make this pattern, because a lot is being done with this pattern paper, pattern making. A lot is being done with it. So as the world is revolving, I would also like us to also revolve with it. So just try to step up your game and try to use pattern. And the tutorial I'll be making will be a step-by-step on how to start using a pattern paper so that you can become a pattern pro. So stay back and watch. So firstly, what we'll be doing is to mark our starting point. I always like to mark my starting point from this end. Mark a straight line, and the straight line I'm marking out here will be my starting point. So this will be my starting point. This will be my starting point. So I'm going to write down the measurement you took the previous class. I said our shoulder was 13. Our bust was 35. Our under bust, that is UB, is 14. Our front measurement, our front half length is 16, while the back is 14. So our waist was, I think it's 27. So this will be what we'll be using for this tutorial. So firstly, our shoulder is 13. So 13 divided by 2. So 13 divided by 2. When you take 13 divided by 2, we have 6.5. So you take your tape rule, you start from this end, measure 6.5 from here, and this is 6.5 here. Yes, 6.5. And after that, I would like to teach us how to calculate some, and to be a constant. All this will be constant. It will be a constant measurement. How to get a perfect neckline. How to get your neckline, your bust measurement divided by 12. Anything you get, you're going to use it for your neckline. And to get so that this, I think this is just to avoid your clothes being tight or being too loose. So this method I'm teaching you now, it's a constant. You can use it for anybody. It's a constant method. It's a constant calculation on how to get a perfect round arm O too. So if you want to get a perfect round arm O, now you're going to measure your bust. Your bust is your bust measurement divided by 6. So you take your bust measurement divided by 6, and anything you get plus 1.5. With this calculation, you're going to get a perfect accurate arm hole. So no need of my arm hole is too tight, I cannot raise my shoulder, no. So with this method, please let's try to take note. With this method, you're going to get an accurate measurement. For the first one I taught you is how to make a neckline, while the second one is divided by 6, how to make armhole plus 1.5. And this is going to let us get a perfect and an accurate armhole. Our bust, we're making use of bust 35 plus 35 divided by 12. So we're going to have 2.916 thereabouts. So approximately, you can approximate it to 3. So to 3 inches. So our neckline is going to be 3 inches. So you start from here. So mind you, I'll be making use of this. This will be my center front. So we'll start from here. We'll mark 3. 3 by 3. So we said to get a perfect armhole, we said bust divided by 6 plus 1.5. So our bust is 35 divided by 6. So we have 5.8333 or thereabouts. So let's just approximate this to 6. Let's approximate it to 6 plus 1.5. That will make it 7.5. So to get this, firstly we're going to come down by 1 from here, and this one is going to be our shoulder slope. From here we're going to come down by 1, and from this 1 we'll start measuring our 7.5 from here. So you place your measurement from here, then you measure 7.5, sorry. So you mark it down, and don't forget our shoulder is 6.5. So we're going to make sure that here is also 6.5. So this is it. So from there we'll start making so a total inches for here is 8.5. The total measurement here is 8.5. You mark 8.5 all through. 8.5. 8.5. Don't forget our bust measurement is 10. Our under bust is 14. Our half length is 16. This is for the front. So you place it here again. Our bust point is 11. Our under bust is 14. Half length is 16. Half length is 16. So this is it. We'll make the straight line like this. We make it like this. We'll make it like this. Make it like this. So this is our chest line. Don't forget how we get this chest line. So this, don't forget, this is just to make a perfect and accurate armhole. This is the bust point, a bust point. Why this is under bust, why this is our main waist. For a clearer view, I'm going to use a marker to highlight this. This is the chest line, while this is the bust point, while this is the under bust, while this is the waist. Don't forget that this here is our center front here, and is on fold. So anytime you see this sign, it means that it is on fold. If I don't even write this on fold here, anytime you see something like this, just know that this pattern, when you're placing it on your fabric, is going to be on fold. So after that, I think I'll first use a pencil, then I'll highlight it with a marker. So this is the 6 inches here, and don't forget our shoulder slope. We came down by 1 inch here. You join it like this, and this here is our front neckline, and this is our front neckline here. So after getting this, you divide what you have here. I have 7.5. You divide it into 2. 7.5. Then you fold your tape rule like this to get the midpoint. After folding, I have 3.75, which is here. You mark it. Then you go in by half. You go in by ½ inch. So you take your armhole cuff here. And please, if you don't have this instrument, if you don't have this armhole cuff, please get one armhole cuff like this. The bust we are working with is 35. And if you divide 35 divided by 4, you get like you get 8 point something, 8.5 or 8.75. I think it's 8.75. You mark 8.75 like this. So, and after that, but before that, let's start making the back measurements too. Draw a straight line like this. So you can extend the lines we have here. You extend the lines we have here like this. You extend the lines we have here like this. And if you know that your hand is not straight, please, it won't cost you anything to place your measurement like this, and you will take those measurements like this. So half length 14. Don't mind you, the back half length we have here is 14. This is it. So this is the 14. Okay, this will also be our center back. Center back, we call it CB. I think I should use a marker to make it bold. Our center back, this is CB. So here is CF, center front, while this is what CB, the center back. Don't forget our shoulder again. 13 divided by 2, we have 6.5. So we'll mark the 6.5 here. We'll mark the 6.5 here. You also come down to the chest line. We'll mark the 6.5 like this. So make sure you check your own. Make sure you measure your own to know yours. Yours might be 7, 7.5. Yours might be 8. And don't forget to come down by 1 inch here. We come down by the 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Our neckline 3, and to come down for the back we have to come down by 1 inch. So this is a normal body measurement. This 1 inch is a standard. So as time goes on, if you want your own back to be low, or if you want it to be lower than these, so as time goes on we come to that. So take your armhole cuff, take your pattern master and mark it. Mark the neckline like this, then the slope. So don't forget to divide this by 2, and this was giving us 3.75 like this. Yeah, on this you can decide to go in by 1/2 inch also. If you can decide to go in by 1/2 inch also here, and you can decide to leave it this way. It all depends on how fit you want it to be. But this, I think I'll be going in by 1/2 inch also. You can leave it. Normally our advice, if you're going for normal ready to wear, if you want to sew ready to wear, just leave it. Don't go in by 1 inch. That is, I don't know, if you want the dress to be fitted, like fitted, so you can do this. So I have made a first I think I made the previous video I made. So I made how to make a normal basic pattern. This is different from this. I'm going to show you the difference between this and this after this class. Just stay back and watch. So what we've done to the front, we repeat it to the back too, like this. So you take the armhole measurement like this. So after that, you measure your waist measurements. Our waist was 27, so 27 divided by 4, I think we have 6.75. We have 6.75 like this. You mark it 6.75. You mark it. Before you mark it, since this pattern we are making is for a bustier, to make those pattern is good for your over and bare, your bustier. You can also use it for your bustier cup. So you're going to add 1.5 inch for your darts, and also this will also help you to manipulate, to use this dart manipulation. Don't worry, we get to the class, we get there, we're going there, you're getting there already. So don't forget, our chest line is, our bust measurement is 8.75, which you've marked here already. Our waist is 6.75, which is this. And don't forget, we had extra 1.5 to the back. You also add it here, extra 1.5 for the darts. So this is it. The next thing is how to take nipple to nipple. From here, from one nipple to another. I think I've taken that off camera, and a nipple to nipple was 7. Mine is 8. My own nipple to nipple is 8. But the pattern I'm making here, the person that has those measurements, like my model, yeah, well, our own is 7 inches, and 7 divided by 2. So your nipple to nipple divided by 2. Ours was 7 divided by 2. We have 3.5. So you mark 3.5 here. you mark 3.5 at the bust point here. Then after that, yes, you make a straight line like this. So mind you, we added 1.5 inch here. We're going to divide 1.5 inches into 2. So when you divide into 2, we have 0.75 on this end, 0.75 on this end, 0.75 on this end, 0.75 on this end. So then you rule it like this. So you rule it like this to join the bust point. This is it. So we've not taken our armhole for the front. You join it. Yeah. So now, this is where the main deal is. Mind you, we measure our front, our half length for the front. Front was 16, while the back was 14. So now, don't mind you know you're going to join this side to this side, so the both of them have to be the same. To achieve that, we're going to measure the difference you have between your front and the back. Ours was 2, yours might be 2.5, it might be 3. So ours was 2 here, and we'll make the line to join this. So this has already formed a bust dart. So this is a bust dart method, a bust dart method, and this is it. Ta-da! So by the time we close this, it will end up to 40 inches. So you'll be able to join the two sides together. So we have the same thing now. So about the front, just ignore. It's going to fit perfectly by the time we are done. Okay? So, and after that, what is again? Yes, and this is it. This is the basic pattern. The basic pattern. So our next class, I'll be teaching you how to alternate. Before that, we might still teach how to make pencil skirts before we start our alteration, how to trace your bustier, your dresses to get the perfect fit, so you start making nice dresses. So here, you're also going to measure the 3.5 like this, and there you divide the half we added to here, we divide it into 2. So this will be 0.75, 0.75. So this is 3.5. So you're going to draw, mind you, the dart stopped at bust point here, but the back hole is going to go to the chest line. So this is the chest line for the back. This is the chest line for the back. Why this is the waist. The waist, you can say the half length. You can say the half length. So you're going to draw what we marked here to meet the chest line. Draw it down. So and the 0.5 we've marked on the both side, we'll join it. And this is this. Ta-da! So that's all for today's class. So, and thanks. Oh, before I go, yeah, at the back, to avoid your dress having a bulge at the back, you're going to take in 1/2 inch here and 1/2 inch here. And if you're dealing with a plus size, for instance, if the difference you have at the back, if yours is 3, now what we have here is, if yours is 3, okay, let me just say, if you have bust 40 and above, so if you want to take in what you have here. If you want to take in what you have here, you can take in 0.75. You can even go 1 inch to it. You can even go 1 inch to it. 1 inch, 1 inch. And from there, you're going to go like this. You take it to have a perfect fit. You can go like that. Okay, before you join this one, I would advise you try to fold your darts. You try to fold your darts, then like this. So this is it. So with this, you can sew your dress without having a bulge at the back. Okay, what I mean by bulge is this at the back. What I mean by bulge is this, like you have something sewn at the back of your dress, so you can see. So there is nothing like bulge at the back of this dress. So that's what I'm trying to eliminate. Okay, and that's it. So see you in my next class. Bye.